Girls who don't have a father will hit puberty on average at least a year earlier, which is substantially earlier. And that indicates a real biological impact of the lack of a masculine figure in the household, because that's a walloping physiological difference. We know that boys who have lack of father at the age of 12 have telomeres, so this is a genetic difference, that are on average something approximating 15% shorter, which means that all other things being equal, they're already doomed to a much shorter life. And so we don't know what the pervasive multi-generational consequences of the breakdown in familial structure in the final analysis are.
That's so wild. That is so wild. Just goes to show you the value of having a father in the home. I mean, if you're even in low-income areas, if you're in a very poverty-driven area, just having a father in the home or a mentor, even in the community, let's say you don't have a biological father in the home, having men in the community that help to raise you or to mentor you increases your life expectancy.
Wow.
Genetically.
My mind is blown. I did not know. I know that having a father in the home drastically impacts how you view everything from men to
your income potential.
Your income potential, not living in poverty as stats you've shown in the other video that we did. But I didn't know it actually affects you genetically, and it also affects you hormonally to where you hit puberty earlier. And it's interesting that I've talked about with other people how girls nowadays look so much older than they used to.
Yep.
You'll have 14-year-olds that look like they're 22, and that's kind of a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a lot of crazy men out there that are looking to prowl and find, it's a very scary thing.
Yeah.
But it has so much to do with what we eat. Tap water has been proven to be massive.
Phytoestrogens in tap water.
It's crazy the different stuff in there. But not having a father, it impacts you more than we think.
It's multi-generational, as Peterson's talking about. You don't know the biological inconsistencies that happen as the generations go through and there's less and less fathers in the picture. It actually affects the development of you as a young person. So, I mean, the goal here, guys, the call to action is find men in your life or find fathers that can help to mentor you, even if you're a girl or a boy. It doesn't matter.
He talks about both.
Yeah, this is a human issue. So that is what we need in America today, is we need to restore the fathers in the home, in the community.
Well, I've heard so many women, especially online, say, yeah, I don't need a man in my life growing up. I was fine.
Yeah.
You might have had an amazing mother, and that's amazing. That's great. But it's still not having a powerful man figure, father figure in your life affected you. And if we have this notion in society of we don't need men because women can do everything. They can do a lot. They can't. Women can do a lot, but there's a lot of things they can't do that men can do, and vice versa. So don't push down the fact that families need men.
Men and women are fundamentally different, and that's okay. There's things
we balance each other.
Yeah, and that's the whole purpose of the nuclear family is women are better at some things than men and vice versa. It's not a competition between the genders. There's natural gender roles.
We call it a marriage for a reason.
Yeah, a partnership.
Yeah, because if you have two magnets, opposites attract, they come together. If they are the same magnet, they repel each other.
I would never drop my kid off at an all-male daycare.
Well, I mean,
run by men. I wouldn't do
either.
It. That'd be weird.
Because women are better at nurturing children. There are things I trust women with that I won't trust men. Yeah. I know men.
And vice versa.
I'm a man. I know what natural things can happen. There's a lot of stories out there, especially all these documentaries and TV shows coming out where people that were seemed to be perfectly fine ended up being absolute psychos.
Yeah, I would want to go to war with men, not with women, to be honest. Like, there are women in the military that are really amazing.
There's even value of women in the military.
I'm not saying there isn't, but if push comes to shove and my life is on the line, I want to go with my brothers. I want to go with men because men are just naturally stronger.
We're physiologically
physiologically stronger.
Women are really good with strategy. And there are a lot of strong women out there, so we're not talking against that. But women are really good with strategy, and there's even medics that are women in there, and that's incredible because they do have a certain level of emotional intelligence.
Yep.
But when push comes to shove, there needs to be a balance. If we talk down on women, if we talk down on men, and we don't unify them and bring them together where they challenge and accept each other for what we are, the differences that we have, because society now is all about tolerance and acceptance, right? Everything is about that in society, but it has to be channeled in the right way. What kind of tolerance do we have, and how can we accept each other for our differences? And that will help push us to the next level, both genders.
Yeah, I mean that they know, the government knows that if they can get both the husband and the wife working 80 hours a week, then they get to raise the kids, not the actual parents.
A lot of things are planned.
Yeah.
We're not going to go into conspiracy theories, but there's a lot of things planned that I feel we are losing control of our families. And I refuse to do that. My daughter is going to be raised by me and my wife. We are going to figure it out. My wife has her own business with photography. I'm going to help her be able to succeed in the way she wants. I'm not against women working, but as long as it's not at the cost of your children.
Yeah.
Don't let it be at the cost of your children. Having a father figure, having a mother figure is so freaking important.
It's about priorities.
Comment, guys, what has been your experiences? Do you agree with Jordan Peterson? We want your unfiltered, honest feedback, but please don't forget to subscribe, comment, share this. We want to get a conversation going of what we can do, but we have a ton of other videos right here of reactions. We've done Jordan Peterson on Andrew Tate. What's his opinion? You can view that right here, and we have other reaction videos you can view right here. So we appreciate you guys, but we're not going away. We're the Wilson brothers. We're going to give you honest feedback.
We're here to stay.
We're going to go a little, and we get intense, but we have a lot of fun. So
yep.
Peace.
Peace.